The plan this year for cultivating was we would use our auto steer in one tractor with a cultivator, and then the camera guidance system in another tractor to cultivate. So that way we could run two cultivators at the same time. The cameras ended up being a bust. They just did not work right. The cameras had trouble with shadows and things like that. They were really a pain to get set up, and it just seems like there was a lot of bugs. The idea of the technology, I think, is a good idea, but just it wasn't there yet. It wasn't working the way we wanted it to. So we called up our friends at Ag Leader, and we were hoping to get another Ag Leader system to go in the combine so we could monitor yields and track the data that way. And we talked to them, and they told us that a lot of it's the same stuff that we would need for another tractor. So we decided to just go ahead and get another auto steer system with the RTK to put in our other cultivating tractor. So now we got our 7130 with the auto steer set up to cultivate with one cultivator, and the 6115M, we usually call it the M, is also set up with the RTK for cultivating. We're really happy. It's working out great. We don't have the iron worm, we call it, where the cultivator gets off because of operator error or camera error that we have in the past, and it's just a lot better. Things are looking really good right now with our beans, and couldn't be happier with the new Ag Leader setup.
This is our Henniker cultivator. It's a single sweep cultivator. It does a really good job of cutting the weeds off right at the ground. Sometimes it almost looks like they're still standing, but in fact the root's been cut in half. These are rotary hoe wheel rolling shields that we use. It stops too much dirt from going on top of the beans and covering them up completely. It pushes the dirt, or allows the dirt to be pushed right up next to them and cover up any little weeds, but stops the beans from completely being covered up. This is a Brillion S-Time cultivator. So instead of the Henniker, which has one big sweep, this has 5 for each row unit. It gets probably a little bit closer than the Henniker does. Also, it kind of throws a little bit more dirt. You can't go as fast, If you go too fast, it'll completely cover the beans up, even with the rolling shields. If you notice the two weights on two of the row units, those are the rows that follow the tractor tires, and that's to kind of keep those down a little bit more to loosen the soil in the rows where the tires are going.
Here's the ag leader display. On the left side here, that's the planter map. So that's the map that the planter made. And then over here on the right is the split screen, and that's what the cultivator's doing. And then here you can see I got like a 1/2 inch nudge, so you can nudge it one way or the other just a little bit to make sure that you're right on perfect and not ripping out any beans.